oversight. But the Judiciary Committee, headed by Congressman Gerald Nadler, voted to hold Attorney General William Barr in contempt of Congress over the issue.
Since the White House waived these privileges long ago, and the department seemed open to sharing these materials with us just yesterday, this decision represents a clear escalation in the Trump administration's blanket defiance of Congress' constitutionally mandated duties.
At the White House, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who conceded under oath in evidence to the Mueller investigation that sometimes she makes things up.
Chairman Nadler is asking the Attorney General of the United States to break the law and commit a crime by releasing information that he knows he has no legal authority to have. It's truly outrageous and absurd what the chairman is doing, and he should be embarrassed that he's behaving this way.
Talks continue between the Democrats and the Department of Justice in a last-ditch bid to see whether the crisis can be averted. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
FSN is an independent source of news for TV, radio and digital networks worldwide. You can find more of our minute-by-minute updates on Twitter. Follow us there at Feature Story. And we have a wealth of audio and video stories from our global news bureaus on Facebook. You can find us there by following Feature Story News. Stay tuned for further updates right here, but for now that is the latest Feature Story News. Ollie Barrett reporting.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's 7:34. Scott and Daisy in the studio. I've been on a little vacation. It's rough to get back. I'm really disappointed. I thought when I got here, everything would be great and people would have put the studio back together, but nobody did. So they were slacking off while I was gone.
Well, they were on vacation too.
I think everybody was tired after the talent show, right?
Right, probably.
All right. So how's Daisy this morning?
Excellent.
All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right, I think we can do this. Let's get started with a little weather, 77 and 47 for your high and low today under mostly cloudy skies. Wow. It's going to get really, really warm, Daisy.
Oh, I like this temperatures right now because it's just to soak it up before it gets too hot, the fires or anything, any fire hazards.
Well, by Sunday, you're going to have to break out the Daisy Dukes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I got the half ones on today. I mean, they got holes in my pants. I'm doing that styling stuff the kids do. It's actually...
Trying to get a shot of that. It didn't work out
anyway.
So good. All right, so...
Hand-me-downs for my daughter.
Nice.
Hand-me-ups or whatever.
Friday, partly cloudy, 81.
Oh.
Saturday, mostly sunny, 85. Sunday, 85. Sunny and 86.
Air conditioning.
Wow. That's crazy.
Or the lake.
Now, out in the woods, it's already like dry.
Dry and
yeah,
crispy.
we didn't get much rain for April, I'm guessing. I never saw the numbers, but there's something wrong there because out in the woods over the past couple of days, super, super dry. I totally messed up your camera, too. I'm sorry.
Good.
All right, so let's go to Daisy and some breakfast and lunch for the kids.
Okay, for the 9th, breakfast sticks, cereal, a variety of cereal, fruit, fresh fruit, fruit juice, and milk of choice. And then for lunch, we've got bean and cheese burrito, Mexican rice, chili with beans, green beans, fresh veggies, carrots, fruit, fresh fruit, and milk of choice, plus salsa.
All right, you seemed a little scared to do that. Was that for the kids? No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
No. Okay. All right, so I'll let you catch up.
I'm not used to reading the menus, so maybe I'm not reading them right.
No, you did. You did just fine. I was just...
Maybe I should say burrito / bean and cheese, asterisk,
don't read it.
Just kidding.
Don't read it like it's written. It's kind of confusing.
That's what it is.
All right. So let's see what else we can mess up this morning as we get things going. Very, very excited about the story that came out in the newspaper when you grab your paper today. Big thank you going out to Brandon Hansen. You were kind of a couple of the quotes out of it you liked. Do you remember them?
About Tristan being swooning the crowd.
Oh, okay.
And the stormtroopers at the door.
Great pictures in the Independent from the talent show. Very, very vivid. And then you said there was a story about us going back up to full power.
Yes.
Where was that at?
That was on the second page, I believe.
Nice,
You opened
nice.
that up.
So-
he made a little quote about you being the, having lightning bolts coming out of your fingertips like some, who is this, Palpatine?
Palpatine, Emperor Palpatine.
Emperor
All right,
Palpatine.
yeah. So then there's a story about us getting back up to full power. So thank you to the Independent, because they actually did 2 stories on stuff the radio station did. So that's very, very cool. All right.
Well, and there was a really good talent there. I think they were meant to be displayed, actually. And
yes, and it's
so good.
I mean, it's
Thank
like
you, Brandon.
it's like a magazine. We've got like the center spread of all the talent and the pictures.
We should start our own magazine.
Have you seen? You saw this yesterday, didn't you, at the gas station or something?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. The photos are unbelievable.
Centerfold.
Just high res digital. You can see everybody's faces. Awesome job. I even see they've got a shot in there too of Eric Stevens doing his magic act, so that's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, so check out this week's Independent. Great story there. If you missed the talent show, lots of pictures, and then some news about us getting back up to full power. So thank you very much. We'll do Brandon, Jared, and Andrea. How's that for hooking up the radio station with your newspaper? They take such good care of us. We really, really appreciate them. All right, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we made it through weather and breakfast. Let's go ahead and go down to today's Bits and Breaks and see if there's any trivia we could confuse you with.
Me especially.
All right. I'll let you warm up.
Undoubtedly, you'll probably confuse me.
All right. I'm going to warm you up a little bit, though, with some news here. It says what science says about your mom. So good moms have smarter kids. School-age children whose mothers nurtured them early in life have brains with a larger hippocampus.
Oh.
I love camping. I wonder if I'd like hippocampus.
Were you hatched?
Yes, I was. Was I hatched? A key structure important to learning is, of course, these larger campuses. That must be like a college in your brain. Memory and response to stress. Now, this is all according to proceedings and research from the National Academy of Sciences. Being an empathetic mom goes a long way. In a long-term study published in the journal, psychologists found that even among groups that would have higher rates of chronic illness in adulthood, adults who had nurturing mothers in childhood fared better in physical health in the midlife.
Oh, wow. I have a very nurturing mother. Yes.
Attentive moms help keep kids off drugs. A strong mother-child bond in childhood, especially in the first 3 years of life, develops a brain chemistry that can help people resist drug and alcohol addiction later in life. Research conducted in Australia found that some people's lack of resilience to addictive behaviors may be linked to poor development of their... I can't say that word.
Give it a shot, Scott.
No, I'm not going to. One of their brain systems, we'll say that.
Okay.
A loving and nurturing mom, of course, is very important. It says also here, moms teach their children even without trying. Scientists have discovered that babies only hours old are able to differentiate between sounds from their native language and a foreign language.
Oh, interesting.
That's weird. Huh. So as opposed to using normal speech to your baby and going goo ba doo boo boo doo.
Right?
That's the foreign language?
Well, they do learn from sound first. It's sound-based, so yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
And some kids, I know you can teach them 2 languages if the mother, he or she associates one language with the mother and one language with the father.
Well,
so
that's
they
weird.
can
You
separate
can trick them,
those. Well, yeah, their brains will separate by the language at that time.
Wow.
I know. I tried to I took a second language, but then I tried to pick up the third one, and I kept mixing them up. And somebody says that happens in the beginning. You mix up the words.
Excuse me.
So. But that later on, your brain does separate them. So I couldn't get beyond that.
You said you were talking Spanish and Thai at the same time, right?
Yes, exactly. So I was fluent.
You didn't know whether to order burrito or rice or burrito and rice.
I know. So I gave up.
All right. Moms teach their children without even trying to. They discovered the baby's only hours old, as Daisy was saying, can differentiate between sounds. The finding indicates that babies begin absorbing language while still in the womb during the last 10 weeks of pregnancy, earlier than previously thought. All right. Also, mom's voice is as comforting as a hug. A simple phone call from mom can calm frayed nerves by sparking the release of a powerful stress-quelling hormone. Mm-hmm. The study at the University of Wisconsin-Madison on this one looked at a group of 7 to 12-year-old girls who were challenged to answer math questions in front of a panel of strangers. A third of the girls were comforted by their mothers in person with a hug or pat on the back. A third were given a neutral video to watch, and a third were allowed to talk to their mom on the phone. The results were dramatic. The children who got to interact with their mothers had virtually the same positive positive hormonal response, whether they interacted in person or over the phone.
So it shows how staying peaceful, calm as a mother or loving boils down to the positive reactions. Isn't it love makes the world go around? Is that what it comes to?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And then Tesla said everything boils down to frequency, energy, and vibration. So there you go, Scott.
I need to call my mom. I'm going to call my mom. Isn't this weekend Mother's Day, too?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, I
no
haven't.
wonder there's a highlight
it's
on
too late
Mother.
to send flowers, isn't it?
Maybe not.
All right.
Thursday?
Overnight something to
Express?
mom. Some things, sometimes less mom is more. When you sit on the floor to play with your child, there's more going on than just a game. In a study that looked at the dynamics of play, researchers found that more moms tried to control the content and pace of the game, the more children pulled away. Children in the study also expressed more negative feelings toward their mom when the mom was highly directive. For example, during play with her child, a highly directive mother might make her toddler put the plastic cow in the toy barn through the barn's door instead of through its window. Well, mothers often think they're helping their children by correcting them. They're limiting their creativity. You
Yes.
were talking about this the other day.
Yes, exactly. I studied Maria Montessori, and had my kids go to some courses when they were young. And she is she says the parent is like a directress, basically. They're a guide. They're wanting the child to do things when they can, when they're able to use their hands to pick up something, do something. So it's a totally different perspective than I am telling you. It's more like watch and see what they can do. So you're watching the child, and whenever they're ready to pick up a broom, let them do it. Whenever they're ready to pick up a cup, put the cup down and let them pick it up.
You said
And when you
one thing
hand
is
things-
don't hand it to
things,
them.
Don't hand things to them, because then that still fosters that kind of, I call it the nipple mentality, which sometimes doesn't go away.
Yes, sometimes it does not.
So whenever they're ready to do things on their own, then let them do that.
All
And
right.
let them be themselves.
All right.
Express-
Very nice.
It's almost looking like the kids have intelligence. They're born with intelligence, and they can teach us too. So I used to play the monkey game with them, the monkey on the back. If they asked me a question of why or whatever, first I'd ask them because I thought they might know. They might kind of intuit something. I'd say, well, why do you think so? And you get some really cool answers.
Wow.
They may not be able to answer it all the way, but it's allowing that cognition to work. And rather than, oh, why is that? Oh, because I'm just giving you the answer because I know everything. No. Just, there's a play. There's a nice play that goes on.
All right. Look at Daisy being all sciencey. All right, on to the fun and games. You might actually get a couple of these, Daisy, because the movies they reference are much older.
Thanks, Scott.
I thought Jean was the most culturally, unaware person that I know, but she actually knows a lot about doing. But you definitely top her on what's culturally hip at the time, or that's the wrong word. I guess maybe some of the contemporary things that maybe
I lived
you're
in
not
Asia
as into.
half my life,
So you missed
yeah.
a lot. Is what you're saying of
And I couldn't-
the
I couldn't
American.
Yeah, and I couldn't.
culture.
When I was a kid, I could not sit down and watch TV. It was really difficult for me to stay focused. I was out playing in the yard or at the creek or making mud pies.
I've got some that are so old you should remember them. Okay.
So old.
All right, Elton John. That sounded wrong, didn't it? I'm sorry. I apologize for the so old.
So old. It's okay. I feel good for being so old.
They're not current. Okay, is what I meant. Elton John's song "Candle in the Wind" was originally written in honor of this lady.
Princess Diana.
No.
Really?
No, and her first name. The answers to all these questions have the same letter for the first name and the last name. Now, Elton John's "Candle in the Wind" was rewritten for Princess Diana. It was a horrible rewrite on the song. Okay. I mean, I know he loved her and everything like that, but he ruined the song. Oh. Original song written for another outstanding woman who has two initials.
Whitney Houston.
No, they have to be the same.
Same.
The same. That would have to be HH or WW.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, I'm going to let you slide on this one. I thought you would have got it. She was an actress. She was very popular, died young, drug overdose.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
There you go, double M's. All right, so now I'm looking for two J's. Michael Jackson's sister.
Jeanette Jackson. Janet, sorry.
There you go. See, I knew you knew it. All right, he played Rocky.
Stallone.
All right.
Sylvester Stallone.
There you go, double S's. You got this down.
Oh, wow.
Next one you probably won't get, but she was a troubled actress in maybe the early 2000s, late 90s. She was a child star. Her original movie it was a remake of another movie where she played two twin little girls. The troubled actress just wrapped up an Oprah reality TV show, LL.
I give up.
All right. She's kind of disappeared. Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, okay.
All right. He was in The Breakup, Swingers, and Fighting with My Family. Let's see. Also, Dodgeball. Saw him in a movie the other night with somebody. Oh. His name begins with a V. Two V's.
Victor. Vendetta.
Victor Vendetta is wrong. I like how you made that up. Vince Vaughn.
Oh, I like Vince.
All right. I might have to push you out the front door if you don't get this one. Elvis's widow. Elvis's widow. His first wife.
I didn't keep up with his wives.
His very first one. Incredibly popular.
Right. Oh.
How about a P?
Priscilla Presley.
There you go. She worked it out. Wow. I was really about to diss on you again. You saved yourself. And he was the original host of the Price is Right, once punched in the face he punched, Adam Sandler in the face in Happy Gilmore, and he was the former host of The Price is Right.
Parker.
Two B's. Looking for a B. You're so close. B's. You're so close. Just sound out that last name with a B.
Barker.
His first name began with a B.
Barker.
Bart Barker.
Sorry. First names are eluding. What is it, Bill?
It's not a tumor.
What did you just say?
Bob
Barker. There she goes. Wow. Wow. I bet most people that because those are...
Everybody guessed them before me.
Yes.
Everybody's going, hurry up, Daisy.
I would think so, but you got them beat on one thing. You're cute.
Being slow?
Yeah.
Mellow? Yeah.
All right.
Hippie?
All right. So fun and games. This is a piece of exercise equipment, and 30,000 Americans will injure themselves on what this year? And it's really fun.
A bicycle, whatever they call it.
It's really fun when you watch the videos where they throw people and animals into walls.
The rowing one?
No. They got to throw it into the wall.
Throw it into the wall? Oh, tennis ball.
No, it throws you into the wall.
Throws you into the wall.
If you're not paying attention, because it moves fast and it doesn't stop, and you got to keep up. It's a treadmill.
A unicycle. Oh.
Exactly right. A bear on a unicycle. Looking for treadmill. Have you seen the videos where somebody's on the treadmill or the dog jumps on it and it flings them into the wall?
Oh, duh. Okay.
All right.
Oh, dear.
There are about 1,500 on the ground and 10,000 in the sea. They could cause a very bad natural disaster, and they have. What are they?
1,500 on the ground?
They're on land. There are 1,500, and in the sea there are 10,000.
Weapons.
No, these are
man-made weapons.
I said natural disaster.
Right.
They can cause a natural disaster.
Natural disaster.
1,500 on land, 10,000 in the sea.
Wait, what are those fault lines? Fault lines?
No.
Not like, oh, dang it.
They did a movie with the title of these.
The title?
Yeah, lots of lava underneath Addie. We're waiting for one of these to go off.
Tremors. No,
yes.
All right, Scott.
It's a volcano.
Oh. Wow, that was like easy.
Yeah. It was easy. You're right.
I was close, though. With the
Since the beginning of... This is going to be a fun one, too.
Oh, no.
Since the beginning of aviation, this has happened about 1,100 times.
Crashes.
No.
Oh, there's more than crashes than that. What are they called up in the air?
Flying? No.
No, there's something you told me the other day that you do up in the air.
No. That's not it. That's not it.
I don't know. It was some kind of quote you gave me.
Don't repeat what I told you.
God.
Okay. Now,
People knew you were like off the radio, you know. It's like
This has happened 1,100 times. That other thing's happened a bunch more. All right, 1,100 times since the beginning of aviation. It's not a crash. It's not a plane fire.
what's 1,100 times?
What other bad things happen?
Is it a bad thing? Okay, all right. So
and the toilets are not plugged.
they no. They run out of gas.
You know, strangely enough, I've never heard of that causing a plane crash. Have you ever heard that? They ran out of gas and plummeted into the sea. They usually plan ahead for that.
They ran out of beer.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, they ran out of something.
No, since the beginning of aviation, this has happened 1,100 times. Oh, let's see. In TV, they always portray him with a beard and a gun.
Oh, stick up.
What do they call it when you do it on a plane and steal the plane?
Hostages.
You're up in the air. You're playing jacks.
You're holding up the plane.
Yeah, you're up in the air. You're playing jacks.
It's not. Oh, the tourist. Oh.
It's a hijacking. Yeah.
Hijacking. I couldn't think of that name.
You are the best at trivia.
I go all the way around with everything.
You do. It's awesome. You just totally kicked
like
Jean's butt.
It's how I weed the garden. It's like, oh, I think I got it all done, and then I look back and the biggest weed is there. I missed the biggest one.
Come on up tonight at my place. We're gonna play
on 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah, Ford, Tum Tum.
And Daisy, thanks for being along with us this morning, looking at 8:04 right now. I'll start off this little break. We always do that with our local birthdays. Try to catch the kids getting off the bus in case there's one of them. What do you have for us, Daisy?
All right, we've got Rose Bender and Wanda Danford.
All right.
Happy birthday.
All right, you know them, you love them. Point left. Tell them we were talking about them on the radio. There you go.
Taurus birthday.
Taurus birthdays. So,
when do you do the horoscopes?
We used to do those. We don't. Once in a while they come up on our cheat sheet, but we haven't had horoscopes in quite a while.
Oh, those
All
are
right,
fun.
sorry.
Oh.
Maybe that's something you could work on, Daisy.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
sure.
All right. Other famous people with birthdays. Billy Joel is turning 70 today. That's our only musical birthday. Also, Rosario Dawson from the Marvel shows is 40. And John Corbett from My Big Fat Greek Wedding and Northern Exposure is 58. Candace Bergen slips in at 73. And Daisy's got just a couple goofy holidays.
They are very goofy. Lost Sock Memorial Day.
Oh, I hate that.
How do you have a Memorial Day for lost socks?
Somewhere in the universe, there's another dimension that has all the left socks in it.
That's what it is.
I need
it's in
to
another
travel
dimension. Right. Or you just wear like Jean does, one of each. Right?
Yeah, she doesn't care. Yeah. So I don't have matching socks today. I'm going to wear what I found in the drawer. I kind of like that.
I do too.
It's okay except for a guy when he's wearing sandals or something. It looks a little weird. So.
Let's create a new style. I think it is a style.
All right.
Right. Shrimp Day.
What's your favorite kind of shrimp?
None. Green. I wouldn't be eating out of the Pacific. It's probably green shrimp.
I'm still looking at green shrimp. Yeah, that's definitely shrimp you don't want to eat.
Glowing green.
I'm always looking for the girl that says Scott is her favorite kind of shrimp.
Oh, I almost read your mind there. I was thinking about that. Okay, Scott, you're my favorite. Yeah.
All right. Come in a basket, deep fried.
Wow. Okay, let's go to the next one. Foodies Day.
There you go.
What is foodies? Is that any kind of food?
I think that is people who just love food and showing off their food. And how about all those people that cook like the fantastic meals and then post them on Facebook?
Right.
You know, and like the beautiful presentation
Culinary
and all
pleasures.
that kind of stuff. Yes.
It's the culinary arts.
All right.
I'll call it culinary arts.
Culinary
Day.
arts.
Foodies Day. All right, and that's it for special events.
That's it.
Right.
Wow. All right. So let's move on to It Happened Today.
Okay, it happened.
All right.
I was going to say I was going to make up one.
You're going to make up a
Yes.
special event? Okay, go ahead.
Happy Sunday. The sun's shining.
Okay.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Happy it feels like summer day.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. It happened today. I call it history. We start off with the city of Reno, Nevada. It was founded on this day in 1868. All right. 1955, Sam and Friends on a single U.S. television channel. It debuted. It was a television show, okay, marking the first television appearance of both Jim Henson and what would become Kermit the Frog.
Oh, cool.
It was 1955. Wow. Kermit's old.
Wow.
He's like the longest living frog ever.
Well, he talks like this?
Yeah,
Kermit?
something like that.
Okay. I didn't do a very good Kermit.
You didn't, but it was a nice try. 1974, 3 Detroit thieves set a record by stealing 32,500 used watches from Goodwill. It was 1974.
Wow.
1987, Tom Cruise married Mimi Rogers. 1990, Irish singer Sinead O'Connor refused to appear on Saturday Night Live after chauvinist comedian Andrew Dice Clay was named as the host.
Oh, maybe she wrote that song after him.
Nothing compares to you.
Yeah, nothing compares to you.
You jerk. All right. 2000, the owner of a small Dutch tobacco shop won $4 million in the lottery by mistake. Having accidentally printed up more tickets than he could sell, he was forced by law to buy the remainders himself. One of those extra tickets turned out to be a big winner.
Oh, nice. Oh, I keep wanting to win something like that, too. Doesn't everybody?
Yes.
Share the wealth.
2014, I'm going to want to come back to it. 2014, Vladimir Putin visited Crimea for the first time since, well, annexing the region. Is that what he called it?
Annexing? Oh. What is that?
I'm going to go annex the golf course and make it mine.
I thought they called that something else in the old days.
See that new firehouse? It's mine. I've annexed it.
I conquered it.
Take what I want.
Vladimir.
It's good to be Russian.
You're missing the boat, Vladimir.
It's my middle name now.
Yes.
All right, here we go. 2006, a shoplifter, tried to say that together. 2006, a shoplifter in Scotland who flirted with a checkout clerk while hiding a bottle of vodka up a sleeve was easily traced by police because he left his name and phone number for the girl.
Oh.
Story of my life.
Oh. He leaves his name and phone numbers. Hiking some vodka.
He should have. He should have hid it in his kilt.
Right.
All right. And we have a wonderful gentleman at the door, so we're going to wrap it up right here. Number for the day, Daisy, was 150.
150.
Yes.
I think I'll live to be that long.
All right.
That old.
This is about, we were just talking about tires.
Right.
This is 150 is the life in miles of the typical NASCAR racing tire.
Oh.
Only 150.
Only you would know that, Scott.
I know.
You like racing.
All right. I'll take you for a ride in the Batmobile in a little bit. But right now, Megan Trainor, as we go back into the music, this is one for the ladies. It's called No Excuse.
Show. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah, KCHW 102.7, 826 in time for our daily dose of the stupids with your odd news. Scott and Daisy this morning. Daisy, thank you so much for filling in for Jean.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. What was Jean doing today?
You're not going to be surprised at all. She's helping a goat give birth.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yes, or a lamb or some kind of
wow, she's so
hooved animal.
multi-talented.
Yes. So, yeah, a friend had to do something really important, and she has a goat or a lamb or something that's given birth.
Oh, happy birthday, lamb.
Aren't lambs babies? I'm not quite sure. But anyways, a sheep maybe? Yeah. There you go. So yeah, she's delivering a goat today.
All right.
All right. Start off the news attack where the first part is real and the second part is totally made up by Scott. All right. School district in Rhode Island has come under fire for its new policy to deny students a hot meal if their parents are behind in payments for their school lunch.
Oh, what are they doing? Pocketing the money?
Yeah, I think so. Administrators are always talking about keeping kids in school, but if a kid dropped out, got into trouble, and were sent to prison, guess what? He gets a free hot meal.
Oh, wow.
So think about that, kids. Sorry.
No, don't think about that. Don't
think about that,
guy.
kids. Don't
Don't
think about
listen to him.
Doctor in China discovered why his patient was experiencing severe ear pain. A spider was building a nest in it.
Oh, not the spider. Oh, please.
We covered that earlier this week, didn't we?
Does it ever go away?
It really happened to me, though. It's creepy.
No. Okay.
At first, the nest didn't hurt that much, but then the spider had an indoor pool and a yoga room, and that's when I got the headache.
Oh, this is the bomb, Mom.
Yeah. Do you have cobwebs in your ears? A bear at a zoo in South Dakota escaped its enclosure. There's an investigation to determine who leaked the password.
Bear at a what?
A South Dakota zoo escaped its enclosure. That's always fun.
Oh, did he actually get away?
He did. They still haven't found him. All right. Tax return analysis shows that Donald Trump lost $1 billion over the last 10 years.
Oh.
However, it was
Pocketed it?
Yeah. Well, no, lost it.
Lost
bad investments. Yeah. It was mostly on hair products, though.
Oh, dear. I thought it was Chinese investments. High rises or something.
Russian
like
investments.
Oh, there you go.
Russian investments. Yes. Here we go. A woman in Maryland won 2 lottery jackpots in 1 week. She won $10,000 and then $28,000. She's obviously much better at making money than Donald Trump. Oh, where's that drum roll? There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Resort in South Carolina had to call authorities about an alligator in their pool.
That must be pretty common down there, though.
Mm-hmm. You know, some of those resorts are about someone using the pool who isn't isn't a paying guest. That's trouble. Police in Texas pulled over a driver who was holding a leash out the car window as his dog walked alongside the car.
Oh, poor puppy. Oh. Wow. Where was this? What?
I'm just picturing the dog trying to keep up. Sorry. You know you're a bad driver when even your dog refuses to ride with you. Aww. New royal baby has been named Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The new royal baby, Archie Harrison Mountbatten hyphen
All I heard
Windsor.
was the bat. So
yeah.
Anyway, just call him the bat.
Yeah. No chance the new royal baby's ever going to get bullied at all.
Call him the bat, yeah.
All right. Brand new water that comes in aluminum cans decorated with skulls. It's called Liquid Death.
Oh.
Its slogan, murder your thirst.
Wow. They're getting a little extreme, aren't
Yeah,
they?
critics are calling it immature and juvenile. In other words, it's going to be a big seller.
Well, that's what they got in boardrooms.
That's
you know,
right.
immature, whatever it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
How can we make money off this? TV ads for prescription drugs are now required to state the price. Only 4 easy payments of $449.99. But if you order now, we'll send you a second ball of cotton absolutely free.
Oh, wow. Only in America.
So prescription drugs are going to have to say how much they cost because some of those pills are $500 a pill.
Yeah. And we're like third world as far as our healthcare goes. So
No
comment.
No, we wish we were third world because that way you could get your Viagra for just $5.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, on to the wonderful world of Wacky But True, and we do that with Miss Daisy Oz.
All right, here we go. So, when 3 Georgia women went shopping recently, they didn't expect to inadvertently commit a felony. The women, whose names are being withheld, drove to their homes with a box of what they thought were child's toys, but actually contained over 3 pounds of methamphetamines. Oh.
Wow.
That's about $40,000 worth of meth that someone is missing.
My kids get really weird when they play with the Legos.
I think it's a setup.
Yeah, you think so?
The women bought what they thought was a box of Legos at a consignment shop when they got home, not knowing what they were transporting. The women then found it and turned over the meth to a local sheriff's investigator whose name was Jason Bourne.
No. Jason Bourne?
Oh, that's cool. That's sure.
Only one thing cooler than that.
Who are you? Bond. James Bond.
That's the only sound effect I
I
can come
like
up with.
Jason
That one.
Bourne.
All right, that's crazy.
That
Careful what you
is.
buy your kids from China.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
I like the next one better.
Yeah, okay, let's see what we got here. In Oklahoma, a guy went to a friend's house and opened the screen door to knock. And that's when he got the shock of his life. A bite on the face by a snake, which had been hanging out on his porch light. Oh, the bitten man is doing fine after going to the hospital. The snake wasn't venomous.
He should have known because when he knocked on the door, from behind the door, he heard, "Release the Kraken." Ouch. I couldn't decide between that sound effect or this one for fighting.
Now, before we do this, let's go over the ground rules. Rule number 1. No touching of the hair or face. Of course. And that's it!
Let's do this!
Now let's do this!
Yes!
That was good. Oh,
no
my goodness.
touching of the hair or face.
I hope it wasn't his neighbor that set him up.
All right. All right, a fish story. I love it.
Oh, a famous chef tried to haul a duffel bag full of 40 vacuum-sealed frozen piranhas into L.A. for a cooking competition. Agents were not amused. Virgilio Martinez, a renowned Peruvian chef, was interrogated for 5 hours.
Really?
Officials in customs finally cleared him to bring the fish selection to a dinner at a restaurant in Los Angeles.
Oh, you can eat piranha?
Yeah, I think so. Are those the piranhas? Are those stingrays?
No, piranhas are the little fish with all the razor teeth that will, like, eat your flesh from your bones.
Oh.
Kind of like this.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hello? My name is Marlin. I'm a clownfish.
Clownfish? Really? Don't tell us a joke.
I'm a clownfish. All right, let's go.
All right. So in California, a guy did his time in jail for drug possession charges, basically. When he left, he stole a jail-issued T-shirt with the word prisoner on the back. A couple of days later, he was involved in a traffic accident while riding his bicycle. He wasn't injured, but the investigating officer noticed the unique shirt he was wearing. The officer ran a check and discovered it was the shirt that he had stolen from the jail. He went back to jail on charges of receiving stolen property.
Really? Really? He stole the...
Yeah.
When he left, they actually tracked that?
Yeah, and then he has the guts to wear it on a bicycle?
I don't know, though. If I go to jail, I want to keep the shirt that says prisoner.
Yeah, that's
I've got 5 in my closet right now.
right. It's a prize.
Oh,
God.
didn't work. Oh, it still didn't work. That's because I had the slider down. Hey,
right.
It's public radio. Here, let's do it again. It's actually for me. All right, teach me the alphabet.
All right. A puppy in Britain had to undergo emergency surgery after eating an entire alphabet of fridge magnets. Oh, poor puppy. I wonder how he got the notion to eat all the alphabet.
The I was easy, but the T, not so much.
Z.
All right.
All right. In Germany, a man caused about $3,000 worth of damage when he tried to use a vacuum cleaner to siphon gas out of his car. Oh, do not do this. The man had mistakenly filled his tank with unleaded instead of diesel and stuck the vacuum hose in the tank to get the gasoline. The fumes exploded inside the vacuum cleaner. So, I wonder the damage if it's just the car or him. I don't know.
And now a word from his neighbor.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am planning to scream, and run.
Last but not least, a man was arrested in Brazil after they proved he stole a woman's necklace. Cops who arrested him suspected he swallowed the necklace and took him to a local hospital where they x-rayed him and found it.
Always the best thing to do. If you've stolen something and you're about to get caught, put it in your mouth and swallow.
Yes.
What does that taste like?
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it in the first place?
Earn a living and get to work. Don't be taken from others.
You heard it from Daisy. That's right. And that's your odd news for...
Thursday, May 9th.
We could have asked Bill, but he doesn't know what day it is either. All right.
Bob's got news for you. You're mine now. You belong.
We're digging them out and dusting them off. It's time for another classic from the vault on the Music Education Station, 102.7 KCHW.
KCHW 102.7, Scott and Daisy wrapping up the morning show. We do that with a look at weather and the community calendar. Weather-wise, things looking really, really groovy out there. We've got a nice week of weather. Going to be a beautiful day today, and it is just going to get warmer and warmer for there. The only scary thing in the forecast is there is a pollen alert for today.
Oh, that is scary.
A little itchy, a little sneezy, but other than that, mostly sunny.
Allergic, right? Yes.
77 for a high, 47 for a low. Tomorrow, even warmer under partly cloudy skies, 81 and 51 for the high and low. Mostly sunny on Saturday, 85 and 54. Then Sunday, sunny, 86 and 53.
So I have a question about the pollen. Is that for the willow trees, basically? Is that pollen that's coming down, the little drops of...
What the willows are doing, that kind of a sweat thing, that isn't pollen. Pollen's going to be that green powder that gets off everything from... everything, all kind of plants give off pollen when they're flowering, but the thing I think that they give the alert for is the pine pollen, because so many people are allergic to it.
Because I know I love to stand under the willows, and it's just like this little fairy dust or something coming down.
You're actually getting tiny bits of sap on you, so enjoy it. Yeah. But weather-wise, it's just crazy. And since I was camping for a couple days, took a couple days off, just be realized if you're out in the woods, it's already dry. You could start a forest fire. It's scary. It's already dry. Crazy. All right, there's that. And I almost called you Gene Jones. Daisy has the community calendar. Sorry, Daisy.
Sappy.
All right.
So Friday the 10th, we have a karaoke at Kchw American Legion at 7 p.m. I want to go to that.
All right.
Guess what song I would sing?
Okay.
The one I asked Tristan to sing at the auditions.
Oh, is that Nat King
Love,
Cole song?
yes, Love by Nat King Cole.
All
I don't know. Then we've got Kchw Chamber of Commerce meeting at the Kchw Casino at 7 a.m.
All right.
Line dancing lessons at the Colville Eagles at 6 p.m. Preschool story time at Kchw Public Library, 10:30 a.m. We've got Tech Help at the Lakeside Library at 11 a.m. Tech Help at the Kchw Library at from 2 to 4 a.m. or p.m. Woo!
Wow.
Not that early in the morning at the library. So, yeah, Tech Help at the Kchw Library from 2 to 4 p.m.
All right.
I'm not sure what the Tech Help is at the libraries. Is that like...
You bring in a laptop, you can bring in your iPad, you can bring in your Kindle, whatever you have that you're having trouble with, and someone will teach you how to use it.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
That is cool. Okay, then we've got Veterans Bowl Free at the Kchw Bowling Center from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and that happens every second Friday.
Wow. You could, plan your Friday around all those events right there. There's a couple you wouldn't be able to make because of the mileage, but there's a ton of stuff going on.
You could go 7 a.m. to the casino, then you could go 10:30 to the library for the preschool story time, then 11 a.m. the Tech Help at Lakeside.
You're not going to make that one. You need a plane. And somehow between 10 and noon, you got to work in the bowling too.
Right.
All right.
But, yeah, you can always go to the karaoke.
Tons of stuff.
If you miss everything, line dancing at 6 and karaoke at 7.
And we go to the May events. We'll start off with tomorrow as well. Kettle Falls Annual Mother's Day Plant Sale. This is behind the Kettle Falls High School, the gated area. That goes on until it says May 10th, 3 p.m. So it'll be right after school. They'll be selling different varieties of flowers, hanging baskets, geraniums, wave petunias, marigolds, tomatoes, and ornamental grasses. Get something for Mommy.
We need some grasses for Mooch.
There you go.
Oh, we go check that out.
She loves grass.
Yeah. So, my favorite, the Kchw Farmers Market will
Yay.
be open from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. for the
Opening
first time.
day.
Opening day.
Whoa! That was supposed to be applause. Sorry.
And
yes, Kchw Farmers Market opening day is Friday.
And that's at the Kchw City Park.
Yes.
And they're going to be having an evening farmers market on the first Wednesdays, is it?
Yeah, first Wednesday, and that'll be June.
Yeah. In June. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Celebrate your local farmers. Go give them some support. And if you're like me, can't wait for it to open to go get some fresh veggies and just kind of chill in the park there with them.
Here's some fun. If you missed our talent show, they really cleaned up at our talent show. Bradley's Taekwondo took second place at the talent show, won $400 for the kids. And, of course, they did a special theme performance with a Star Wars theme for us during intermission. They also are having in downtown Kchw coming up on May 11th. That is Saturday, hosting an open tournament.
Ooh.
All day for ages 5 and up. There will be traditional katas, point sparring, freestyle weapons, kata and freestyle katas, plus a board-breaking challenge. More information, 690-8452, 509-690-8452, or check out their website at bradleystkd.com.
Awesome. So anybody can just walk in and watch? It's
Yes.
free?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I was thinking about them on the streets for some reason, like it's an open tournament on the streets.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would
Just-
be cool to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah, block off second right there. And
Right?
just, yeah.
That would
yeah.
be cool. Something to
Street
think about.
fighting.
Food for thought for the market night, right?
And they could call it street fighting. Make it just,
Yeah, there you go. They add a little breakdancing in it. The other thing about
I think
Bradley,
she's tired of our ideas.
whatever.
Sam's had enough of my ideas.
But the other thing about Bradley's is they took second place at the talent show, but they also took second place with that national demo team skit. It's not a skit; it's a performance, basically, nationwide, wasn't it?
Yes. I know they
Sam
won a big
mentioned
award
that.
for it. Yeah.
The award. They won second place in Texas. They went to the national competition.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad they won some money from us.
Yeah.
All right, one last one for Mom's Day.
Enjoy the Mother's Day brunch at Kchw Golf and Country Club from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, call 935-6807.
There you go. It's Thursday. Tonight on the radio, we've got Mr. Jeff Newman, and that is, of course, his show Got Soul, 3 hours of soul music. That'll start at 6 o'clock tonight. And then we've got some psychedelic classic rock for you to take you until midnight. But you got to stay right here this evening. Keep listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. I'm Scott.
I'm Daisy.
And it's KCHW 102.7. We want you to have a great day and be safe out there. All right.
It's 8:53.
Your KCHW morning show made possible